Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna get into a variety of topics, but this first topic got a quick PSA and tip that I feel like a lot of people are forgetting about this massive savings for purchasing a Tesla vehicle. And of course, could be something that you're maybe doing with your calculations to figure out how you can get this extra savings on the front end, or you already bought your Tesla and you're happily enjoying it, but you also have to remember that you can get some extra money in your pocket afterwards. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you do like some giveaways, I'll give you the instructions on how you can jump in and win a Tesla bot action figure. But the first thing you got to do is, if you like giveaways, hit that like button so I can show you the different details and everything. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, and much more, but more on that later. And of course, we'll talk about like inventory discounts, because inventory is, you guessed it, going up and up and up. And so if you just bought a Tesla, or if you're about to buy a Tesla, or let's say you just bought a brand new Tesla Model Y, don't forget about this massive savings, this extra savings on the financing side, because now with the one big beautiful bill, I feel like a lot of people forgot about this. Starting in 2025, you can deduct the interest on the loan that was paid on the car loan. This was with Trump's new signing here, and it's only for the next like 3 or 4 years, from 2025 to 2028. And so every year you're going to be able to get a little bit further, a little bit more discount. And the cool thing with this is above the standard deduction, so you don't have to like worry about making more deductions than the standard deduction. This goes on top of that, which is actual cash savings for people that qualify. Here's like a quick example that I drummed up here. 50K Tesla Model Y at 3.99% interest over 5 years, 60 months. That's going to be $5,250 in interest that you'll be paying to the bank. But in that first 4 years, which is that 2025 to 2028 time period, that is $4,290 in deductible interest. And this is important for Tesla, because Tesla vehicles, the final assembly, which you can actually check based upon the VIN on like the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Here's a website where you can actually put in the VIN and everything. Most of the final assemblies, for the most part, are going to be Texas, Fremont for like the Model Ys. And so you should be able to write this off as a tax deductible, or use this as a tax deductible interest, not necessarily write it off. But if you're in the 24% tax bracket, that's going to actually put into your pocket cash savings of $1,030 over the 4 years of the tax deduction here. So pretty impactful. I mean, hey, that's an extra $1,000 that you might not be getting on the front end deal side. So hey, every little bit counts, especially when you're buying a vehicle in this price range and everything. But there are a couple of things you do need to be worried about. Of course, you can only write up to $10,000 per year, which I think you'll be fine unless you're buying like 4 or 5 different Tesla Model Ys. Income phase out, 100K single or 200K joint. And of course, you can still claim it. It just phases out. So if you make like more than 100K, it's just less that you can actually do. And this only applies to new vehicles, not used vehicles. And of course, leasing doesn't apply, because you're not necessarily the owner when you're buying a leased vehicle. The bank is the owner, and you're not actually it at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're certainly starting to see more inventory starting to rise on the Tesla ecosphere. And so, I came on a little bit later today because I was wondering if Tesla was going to do any sort of incentives, because usually Thursdays is the time frame. But if you take a look at yesterday's live stream and today, we can see that this mustard yellow line is starting to spike up pretty heavily. And we can see Model Y inventory is starting to go up. And you know what that means? When Model Y inventory goes up, we start to see more deals and deals and deals. I mean, just taking a look at our market, or some of these markets out there, we are already starting to see some discounted vehicles. I bet we might even start to see like some standard vehicles getting posted on. And hey, take a look at that. There is a standard vehicle in inventory and everything. And I thought this was going to be like a December type of time frame. So very interesting to see this as well. But another interesting Tesla news, but the one thing is for sure, if you're about to be buying a Tesla, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get up to $1,000 off of your Tesla purchase. All you have to do is click open that referral code down below first, and then go on to order your Tesla with a $250 deposit. Another interesting news, Tesla has released the Model Y L white interior, or light gray interior as they're calling it. They're charging about $1,100 on it, which is very interesting, but we've got this cool snazzy video. I like it. Can't wait to see it in person and to see if it actually comes out in the US for the different markets and everything. And I mean, I'm fingers crossed. I mean, Model Y 6-seater, I mean, I get that question a lot, like, hey, when is this vehicle coming out? I think it is definitely going to be a next year type of time frame. But the other thing, that if you are looking to protect your Tesla, your brand new Tesla that you just got, don't forget about paint protection film, and maybe even consider try doing it yourself and buying a DIY paint protection film kit, because you can save thousands by doing it yourself. Bros down below in the description has a DIY kit where you can simply just do, if you just want to do like the lower bumper section all the way to like the full frontal area, and if you use the link down below, you'll save some money as well. But very interesting to see some of this. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know if you're in this range to be able to claim this type of thing, because an extra $1,000 here and there certainly makes a good use to be able to save some more money off of your Tesla purchase and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data, like your addresses, phone numbers, from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too. Thanks for that, everyone. And we do have a giveaway that's on the channel right now. So if you want to win one of 3 Tesla bot action figures, first hit that like button if you like giveaways. And we're using this platform Gleam to host the giveaway. It's free to enter and everything. And today's secret code, which is actually the last secret code of the bunch and everything, we've given away 7 secret codes, and today's is going to be Giga Texas. One word, Giga Texas, so that you can get extra entries and everything along with all of that. And then I guess we'll pick the winners live on stream in like about 2 to 3 days at this point, if you're looking to win one. And then maybe we roll it back after that. Mark, thanks for coming in. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Art, great to see you. Justin, thanks for coming in. Nag, great to see you. RC, JD, Dalshi, Sir, thanks for coming by. Thank you all for dropping by, hitting the like button and everything. If you're just joining in, welcome. We were talking about how you can essentially save, $4,000 in deductible interest off of your taxes by utilizing this one portion of the One Big Beautiful Bill, where you can write off or deduct the interest, not necessarily write off, deduct the federal deduction off of your taxes. But the one thing is with this, like, you have to pay interest to deduct it. And so, it's one of those things like, I would rather have, of course, 0%, 1%, 2%, but that's a different conversation and everything. Mark, Harbor 5, new high-res cameras, all possible for the new Model Y Performance in December. It's possible, that's for sure. I mean, 5G, definitely. I think I've already seen some posts like the new Model Y has 5G, but who knows? Art, what are the chances we see ultra long-range Model Y in Q4? China already cooking a Model Y Plus in Model Y Plus model. Yeah, I mean, probably not by Q4. It's going to be like a next year thing. I think they're probably going to release it in those markets to see if they actually want it and to see if it actually does a good, there's demand for it, and then they'll release it in the US market. Dalshi, will new Tesla incentives drop after today? Apply to pre-September 30th orders. So usually in the past, Tesla has been pretty good about, basically separating it and saying that, the new offer is out, but in order to get it, you have to reorder it. And if you reorder it, then you would potentially lose out on the 7,500. So this is kind of a little bit all new territory. So we'll just have to wait and see what actually happens. But it's either going to be this week or next week after the earnings call, or it's going to be by like first week of November. So we still have some time in terms of some potentially new offers that could or could not come out. We shall see. JD, if I have a Model Y Performance order in September 30th, can I transfer to a Cybertruck order today and still get the tax credit? That I don't think you can change. I know you can go from like trim level to trim level for Model Y, but I mean, that would be a question to ask the Tesla rep via the Tesla messaging service and be like, hey, I'm changing my mind. I kind of want to switch to a Cybertruck. Can we still keep my order agreement the same, and see if they'll let you do that while keeping the paperwork the same and everything. Dalshi, will Tesla use its new compression tricks to find a way to get full self-driving 13 to hardware 3? I doubt it. I think they've given up on hardware 3, to be honest. Sir, have you ever done a video on Teslas painted in California versus Texas? I just asked Grok, and supposedly the paint in California is weaker because it's more environmentally friendly. Yeah, there's been plenty of videos on like the build quality comparison between the two. I would say probably go check out like Out of Spec Details channel, because they've done a great job of being able to get both of them and then analyzing it. And I think the last I checked, both are pretty much have like different issues. And so you might be able to see from that. Can't wait for the Christmas giveaways, Brendan. Yes, if you guys like giveaways, hit that like button, because in December we are going to do a giveaway every single day in December. So if you're looking to jump in, hit that subscribe, come back tomorrow, but definitely come back in December. Justin, if I want to purchase a used Tesla with SCO1 code, can I transfer that to a new Performance Model Y order? Is that free supercharging? Unfortunately, no at the moment, because there is no free supercharging transfer offer. If they bring it back, then hey, that's a different story at that point. Isn't today Tesla update day? Yeah, usually around this time, but I haven't seen anything yet. So, maybe let's take a look at that. Let's just peruse at the Tesla website. I was just taking a look at here. And of course, we love going directly to like the current offers page. I don't see anything, but what was interesting that I just saw was, take a look at this. Demand is non-existent. Model Y standard available for, not available for delivery, but available to be reserved, which is very interesting. It's almost like a glitch of sorts. Actually, let me switch back to that. And I forgot to, our trick here is you go to all deliverable, so you can see all the, none in our market, but weirdly one in that market, which I guess if you want to purchase it, you definitely could take advantage ASAP. In this next topic, Mad Max mode for version 14 full self-driving is here. If you've been waiting for version 14 like we have, well, all the people that got it, the early access people, they got another update, version 14.1.2. I think this is like the third or second update. And they also have this new Mad Max mode. Mad Max mode, I think, goes up to like 85 miles an hour, which is pretty interesting to see. And it seems to be more confident, like taking a look at some of the reviews. Here's the new icon that you can actually click so that it goes, it's just more aggressive in traffic. And here's a speed up video from Zach, one of our friends that always gets the full self-driving updates. And what's cool with Zach is that he's in the Los Angeles area. And so, Los Angeles and probably next to New York is going to be some crazy traffic with, whatever you want to say with the drivers and everything. But you can see it's pretty confident as it merges through all these different lanes and everything, and pulls through to, look at that, like it even knows to go through like the almost local lane to try and pull ahead to get to the destination quickly. Mike had a quick review. V14, 35 highway miles in Mad Max mode. It is very aggressive, but simultaneously feels way safer than even standard mode in version 13 highway. All my former highway complaints are cured. Hyper aware of traffic pattern changes now. Follow distance way better even in Mad Max mode. Much more confidence, inspiring. Also, zero brake stabs on this drive. I got off the highway and had to merge onto super dense traffic. The cut in on the Mad Max was incredible. Honestly, better at being assertive and safe than almost all human drivers. No way anyone but a pro is competing with this mixture of assertiveness and safety. Pretty cool to see, and it kind of makes sense because, like, we, as we're driving, have two eyes, and they more than likely are looking either in one direction at each time. But Tesla vehicles, I mean, just think about how many eyes that they have at all times. They can see things earlier than we are and also analyze situations. So it's only a matter of time before full self-driving is going to be better than the best drivers out there. And I mean, it's just going to be able to, see things on the road and everything way earlier than we can. Like, Dirty Tesla posted this video of him driving at what seems to be almost nighttime, and the camera spotted a deer and slowed down before he was even able to see it, which is really cool to see and much of more of a safety feature at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts are, and let us know what you're thinking. I know a lot of you are waiting for the full self-driving like we are, version 14, so we'll just keep happily waiting and waiting for that. Now that you've bought your Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Nag, why is the inventory growing if people have pending deliveries into December? It's a good question. Like, I feel like if I were to put my hat on, I don't think Tesla took as many orders as they really wanted to, and that's why maybe those orders are only lasting till about like right now to maybe the end of this month, and they're gonna have to flip on that incentive switch a lot sooner than later. Or are they just going to keep waiting for this inventory to keep rising and rising? I mean, if we take a look at it like versus the other inventory vehicles, I mean, there's still more Cybertrucks out there. There's still more Model S's, and this is at least a gauge on what is at least shown on some of the websites. This might not even be a complete accurate representation, but it's one representation that shows that Model Y is going up, and we all know what that means. When Model Y inventory and Tesla inventory goes up, prices, incentives, and everything get more aggressive. Model Y incentives are sad, so empty. Why is there so much Model Y rear-wheel drive? Yeah, and that's an interesting one too, because I would feel like the Model Y rear-wheel drive is the most in-demand one, but maybe not. Clutch, I think the next Fed update will come to those who toggled advanced screen updates. Yes, full self-driving update. Yeah, we could easily see that. That could be an interesting one for sure. I hope I win a Tesla robot this time. Kalani, yes, hit that like button. Maybe we'll give you some more chances. But if you're interested in knowing what Kalani is talking about, we are doing a giveaway on the channel right now where we're giving away 3 Tesla robots, and today's secret code that gets you more entries is a Giga. Did I say Giga Factory or Giga Texas? It is Giga, not that spreadsheet. It is going to be Giga Texas that gets you more entries. One word for that. Paul, thanks for coming in. Great to see you. Clutch, they said that Tesla full self-driving will go curbside and you can get outside and it will find a parking spot itself without needing a driver, right? For version 14. No, that's actually the banish mode, but I don't think it's in there yet. I mean, that was rumored to be. It was either going to be banish or going to be the full self-driving Mad Max, but we got Mad Max instead of banish. And I mean, banish would be cool. That's for sure. Like, it would save a little bit of time, and then in the car could go park itself. I could see that being a cool idea and everything. In this next topic, in a week from now, or less than a week, we will have the Tesla earnings call. And here are the top questions that are being asked right now by shareholders. And let's see if we can find anything about like deals, incentives, or whichever thing from that. It's a platform that is being run by Say, and you have to like verify your shareholder shares and everything to be able to ask a question. And here are the top questions that are being asked. What are the plans for new car models? Will Tesla build compact car leveraging the Unboxed Cyber platform? That's an interesting one because there was that rumors recently of the $25,000 Tesla. When are the latest robo-taxi metrics in terms of fleet size, kilometer miles, ride shares, and intervention rates? That's going to be interesting. What are the present challenges in bringing Optimus to market, considering app control, engineering hardware? That's going to be interesting because that's supposed to be like the next revenue for Tesla, isn't it? What is the demand and backlog for Megapacks, Powerwall, solar, energy storage systems with the current AI boom? Ooh, interesting to see that. And number 5, can you share the progress of robotaxi expansion? What cities are next? And that could be an interesting one too. What is your projection for when full self-driving will allow unsupervised full self-driving? This one's a big one that I feel like has a lot of, our personal use cases for like Tesla owners out there. So I would love to see when that actually is going to be asked and what the question is there. Quote, and the last one, instead of trying to replace hardware 3 with hardware 4, why not give an equal incentive to trade in for a new vehicle? Instead of trying to replace hardware 3 with hardware 4, why not give an equal incentive to trade in for a new vehicle? Isn't that what the full self-driving transfer incentive is? Or are they saying like, hey, give us $5,000 or $8,000 that we're seeing in some other markets to trade in? That could be a very interesting one to see as well. Taylosive posted this. I thought it was a little bit funny here. Let me spoil some of these answers. We can't talk about future models. We're being extra safe with human drivers for robotaxi. Optimus is amazing. Will change the world. People don't grasp how big of a product it is. What was the question? We always had a infinite demand of engineering project margins and continue to improve. We'll expand robotaxis at extreme rate in the coming months with newer versions of version 14 full self-driving. It's basically already unsupervised in Austin. We'll take our own safety drivers out first, then roll out versions to the next public, and we'll work on making hardware 3 better later after we launch unsupervised full self-driving for hardware 4. So really nothing to talk about vehicle sales or incentives. So maybe people don't, or maybe investors don't necessarily care about that anymore, and they're looking at the next thing for Tesla, which, I mean, good for Tesla and good for Elon for being able to, convince all the different things to not look at vehicle sales. But here we're still looking at vehicle sales, and we're very curious to see what the next quarter 4 will bring. But still, hey, very interesting to see what could be happening. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Wishful thinking. What are the chances Model Y performance delivery start in November? I would probably give it a 50-50 shot at this point. Actually, maybe I'll bump that up, because now that we see a Model Y standard already available, and this had the same time frame range, what's them not to say that they could produce a Model Y performance at the same time as well? Like, why not? Of course, this one is actually still in transit. It's not available just yet. Oh, I just realized I wasn't sharing my screen. You can see this one, we've got a Model Y standard in inventory, no lease option, just finance. And this is just hilarious at 5.14% when a regular Model Y is 3.99%. Clutch, I know what it is, but like, where do they come from? Like the vehicles? Fremont, Texas? No, I think you're asking. Oh, is there? Clutch, what is inventory exactly? Is it Tesla built that the buyer canceled after production, or do they make random specs? So, of course, we don't know exactly how it's actually done, but I think, because I feel like there's a common misconception that, hey, when you order your vehicle, you're getting that exact build from the factory. I don't think Tesla actually does that. I think what they do is they try and take a look at it as a whole, and they just build based upon like what is the trending of the orders that is out there. So like if they know a lot of people are ordering black with white and whichever, like they're not building your order for you. They just build a bunch, and then as the vehicles get closer to being produced or being delivered, then as it's on its way or whichever, then they assign you a vehicle that's available. And so if you get like a message saying like, hey, your vehicle's available and can you pick up this weekend? More than likely that could have been a canceled order or a swapped order, or maybe even, what people don't like is a rejected order, which could happen as well. But if you get a VIN that is like 2 weeks out, then at that point they probably assigned it to you, but they didn't build it for you. If that makes any sort of sense with that. That's my theory on how the production is with all of that for Tesla vehicles. Michael, thanks for coming in. Cool. Will I be able to get any additional discounts since placing my order on September 30th? I would say low chance. Tesla is a lot smarter than that, but hey, you never know. You never, ever know, because I feel like Tesla, on the other hand, is seeing a lot of different orders in the queue right now and probably trying to figure out, hey, how can we get these people to actually pick up the vehicle instead of just being on the sidelines and everything? In this next topic, Model Y Standard, the cheapy one, the affordable one, production has begun. We can see from our favorite drone pilot, Joe, outside of Giga, Texas, we can see plenty of the cheapy Model Y affordables getting delivered and everything. More than likely, these are going to be going to like showrooms so that they can put them in there so people can actually see them, like this one right here. But I'm actually kind of really confused, like why this one popped up on the website available to be reserved and everything. But I guess maybe more than likely this is an accident. And if I refresh this, I bet it will disappear. But we can see that some of them are available if you're looking to order and purchase and reserve one of these cheaper vehicles that are out there. And every day we're starting to learn more interesting things about these vehicles, like and how like Tesla removed the tire pressure sensors from the actual vehicles from the Model 3 and the Model Y Standard, but actually it still has a system that detects low pressure, just not from an actual sensor. Take a look at this. Vehicles now use an indirect TPMS that detects low pressure by comparing wheel speeds. The system must be recalibrated after adjusting the tire pressure or replacing tires. So it's almost like they use software or rotating mass or whichever to be able to do this instead of an actual physical tire pressure thing. So really cool for them to start to, I mean, that's Tesla's philosophy, like keep removing parts and everything. So really cool to see this is actually out there. But the one thing is for sure, if you're about to buy your Tesla, it doesn't come with this, and that's going to be a set of all-weather floor mats. Our favorite set is 3W all-weather floor mats, especially because if you use promo code Dennis35 down below in the description, you get 35% off, which is the highest offer yet. So if you're looking for a floor mat that has lifetime warranty, great fitment, and we've got them in all of our Teslas, definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. Do you have a secret code that you don't share but that gives you 100 entries? Oh, I mean, if you add up all the different secret codes from all the different live streams, that might get you close to 100 entries on our giveaway. But our giveaway today, the secret code is Giga Texas to get you some more entries. What are we talking about today? Good question, Speed King. We're talking about interest rates, low interest rates or savings from interest that you have to pay that you can deduct off of your taxes, your federal taxes, because of Trump's one big beautiful bill. Mark, Model Y Performance showed December right after at the beginning, then switched to December. January was never showing November, but the standards show November. Yeah, it is very interesting. And so fingers crossed, these standards starting to get pumped out now gives Model Y Performance owners some hope that maybe we'll start to see one very quickly and soon as well. Craig, ordered September 29th. I just received my VIN. Any idea on how long I can schedule a pickup day? How long until? If you received your VIN, you're probably like 1 to 2 weeks out at this point. Any idea? And if they make Tesla diners in our cities like Miami, base fraud, I think it's on their roadmap. But I mean, as they've already seen how successful the California one, I mean, it's got to be coming soon. It really makes a lot of sense off of like road trip venues. Being in a city like LA, I mean, people still go there, especially when it has 80 superchargers in that location. It is crazy. But I mean, if it was like along some of those road trip routes, I would definitely be going. In this next topic, here's how much a retrofit camera could cost for Model 3 owners, like Highland Model 3 owners. We actually have an itemize of a cost, and I mean, let me know what you think on it, and would you actually do it? I mean, there certainly are some owners of the Model 3, like 2024, 2025, that essentially got shafted because Tesla is saying that there will not be a retrofit for the Model 3 front bumper cam. But take a look at this. David posted this from Service. I don't know what type of pricing breakdown this could potentially be, if it actually was from Tesla Service or not. But look at this, 0.12 hours for basic install. Maybe add an hour if you need a bumper replacement. Parts required: front fascia camera assembly, which is the camera housing, $205. Front bumper grill without the notch or with the notch, $150 to $200. So like what, $400 there. Wiring harness extension, another $50, and a washer nozzle kit integrates with existing lines, about $30. So what are we at there? About $300, $400, $500. Then you have to also add the labor, which I think Tesla labor rates are like $200 to $300. So give or take, what, $700 to $800 to add on a front camera. So my question to you all is, would you pay $800 roundabout to get a front bumper camera on your existing Model 3 to make it maybe, add that extra feature and also have it so that it could do full self-driving a little bit better. I mean, I feel like Tesla will probably change. I mean, maybe we should create a petition so that to show Tesla like how many people will actually want to be able to do that and do the front bumper camera on their Model 3, existing Model 3. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking on that is. Blueberry, like Elon said, keep removing all unnecessary parts. Yeah, I mean, that's their strategy. That's for sure. Clutch, I went to Tesla Delivery Center the other day for fun, and I saw a guy trying to negotiate his price for a Tesla, and the end advisor said, "No, we are not a dealership." I love that. That's funny. I mean, stuck in the old ways, that's for sure. Clutch, I remember back in Q1, beginning of Q2 for a custom order, most said available today. Good times, not the case anymore. Yeah, it's been through some crazy, wild situations in which there was plenty of inventory, and then now it went to like what, basically zero at this point over the last quarter, but now it's back up again. Base, for us that ordered right after September 30th, do you think we'll have positive equity during 2026? No, I think any Tesla purchase will not have any positive equity. If at best you might be breaking even with any purchase, whether it's a vehicle or even a Tesla. Are you going to demo drive the standard 3 and Y? Yeah, I'm actually waiting to see when we actually get one. I mean, like in our local shop, and then I'll go drive one. That's for sure. I think I'm going to make a new goal that I'm going to try and do more like EV reviews, just in general, like driving something maybe like once a week, just to see what's out there. Nag, I think its Model 3 standard might stick, and the Model Y standard might meet the fate of the Model CT rear-wheel drive. Yeah, I could see that because the Model 3 standard, they didn't really take out too much, and they kind of added a better value vehicle, but the standard for the Y, for sure. Clutch, we need one Tesla diner in the Bay. NorCal and SoCal are far. Yeah, especially like one on the route, but there are some good Tesla chargers along the route. I can't remember the one, but it's like very clean, has like a bathroom and everything. I can't remember the name, but it's also pretty nice for sure. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.